Good morning. I'm headed out to check the animals, and then we are headed to the Ozarks Homesteading Festival. So, sunrise. So yesterday was actually the first day. We're actually headed out for day 2, but I forgot. I got so excited and everything yesterday that I forgot to film an intro. So anyway, let's start with day 1.
You won't even notice it. And if you're worried that you didn't get it all, just stop worrying. It's okay. If you can get it chilled by that night, nothing's going to grow and get nasty. It'll be totally fine. As a vote of confidence, I try to take down the pelvis, and my knife is stopped by the pelvis before it gets into gut town. And I'll even pull the pizzle back there. And now, as I go to open this, it's helpful to note that you are cutting through
heart disease. You are less likely to have depression. You are less likely to have high blood pressure. It increases your speed of healing in injury. And this is not like magnetized, ionized copper bracelet, right, crystals, whatever. This is community. This is real. Like this is a real thing. It can be measured. People who have.
We need to be pulling away from all of the outside inputs. We need to stop relying on a culture, the culture of relying on systems.
Some level of support to the plants by protecting them from the elements. This was my first kind of winter garden I ever did. I read a book by Elliot Coleman. He's a great guy. Remember that name if you're interested in organic gardening or farming. 4-season gardener. He's the OG of organic.
Say, not that you should have a little bit of it, but you shouldn't have any of it. And we look back and scratch our heads, what in the world were they thinking? Looking back at today, us, at our culture, at the American culture of 2024, if things are still around, okay, are gonna say, oh my goodness, how could those people have believed that? I claim your DNA, I'm going to put a patent on it, and I'll pull from you, and I'll put it into you, and I'll make a being that's part salmon, part corn, and part pig, and we'll push this together, and we'll have new life forms that, by the way, life does a lot of things to not allow to happen, and we override those life.
Use it for bending a lot too, for bending the hooks and things like that.
So you can like make a fishing hook?
Nice. Well, a fishing hook could be a...
Okay, so we had so much fun yesterday. We learned so much. Oh, let's see the turkeys. Good morning, turkeys. They will be going to their new run soon. These are our big ones. The other ones are only about a month old. We have 4 that are just a couple weeks older than that, but they are the broad-breasted whites, so they're a little bit bigger. But there were so many presenters and so many demonstrations. We didn't get to everything. I thought Jacob was he's like, he likes the Cattlemen's Conference and stuff, but I was like, this is a little, more on the homesteading side. I wasn't sure he was going to, like it as much, but oh my gosh, we both loved it. We both loved it. And we just, meow meow, cat's running through. Yeah, it was great. Like I said, we did not even get through all the vendors. We didn't get to see nearly all of the demonstrations. We loved all of the classes. Like I said, there was hog butchering. There was a tax accountant that we saw. Curtis Millsap from Millsap Farms was here. Just so many. We did a really good presentation. We saw a really good presentation on high tunnels. Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions Homestead, they actually live probably about 30 miles from us. They're going to speak today. So anyway, another great lineup today. Hopefully I'll film more. We'll see.
This is the sauna. This is the sauna. This is the relaxation chamber. Ultimate chiropractic. The ultimate adjustment.
Oh no, you've been working on your lines.
And this is the surgery. Surgery. And we have never had a patient go through our surgery who was ever sick another day in their life. We guarantee a forever cure right here on our surgery. So, and this life, the way we make this sacrifice, either sacred or sacrilege, is the honor that was bestowed on the life during life. There's nothing sacred about butchering a Tyson chicken. They're just glad to be put out of their misery. But when you take a chicken that's been raised on pasture, to be able to see the sunrise and see the sunset, and chase some worms and chase some bugs, and actually have a life that honors the chickenness of the chicken, that brings to this place a place of sacredness. And so we honor that as we go forward.
And the feather pulling test is the ultimate litmus test, because this water temperature is going to go up and down. I can't just count rotations or time and have a timer stop everything. That won't be satisfying. But if
now the picker is running cold water into the cold water into those hot birds. If you've done vegetable produce, you've heard of blanching, where you're blanching.
Isn't it giving the water? Yeah, it is.
The blanching water actually helps the feathers to come off. The birds knock up against each other.
So,
now,
what do you do now, Joel?
Yeah, is because that ensures that the neck separates at a joint. All done. Okay? That's the way you get it done. Yeah.
This is one of the vendor and demonstration halls that they have. They have pottery going on. Kids have made all these little dump pots. They have a kombucha class that they've done here. They have some sourdough over there. Hey, look, there's my husband down there. He's been at the sheep shearing class. I haven't seen him yet. I just done the chicken processing class. He did the sheep dairy class. Lots and lots of vendors, and one of the things that has been so great about the vendors, it's not just about selling their products, but you can really tell that they love this life because they are so good to tell you, like, even if you have any questions, if it's something you're wanting to do yourself, they're so great to just share knowledge. It's been a wonderful experience. I think tent 1 is still probably in their last session. I don't know what they had last time.
You cure the whole thing. It's beautiful. And then you would cold smoke it, which is to say not cook it. After the curing process, you're just painting it with a patina of flavorsome smoke. That's all it is. And then you refrigerate that brine. And when it is totally refrigerator chilled, then you can start putting your ham in there, and your hops, and your chops, and anything. There's no part of the pink you should not put in the brine.
Good evening. We are back from the Ozarks Homesteading Festival. I wasn't the best vlogger today, but oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. If you have a chance to go next year, I highly encourage it. We came home with so much knowledge and inspiration and community, the cat, and it was just so good. Like, the speakers were fantastic. You know, meeting Joel Salatin was, like, you know, amazing. He signed my book. It just, all the speakers were really, really good. All of the vendors, we met several vendors. We got in touch with several companies, one of which we're going to be ordering some poultry netting from, and another one that I think I'm going to do a partnership, or actually 2 more that I think I'm going to do some partnership with some just things on the farm. It was so good, you guys. I can't even describe, like, you know, my brain feels like a sponge that just needs to be like, so good. I'm sorry that I was a terrible vlogger, but I was just soaking up all the information, and I'm still soaking up, like, everything. So yeah, we have so much to process. So anyway, we are back home now. It's time to put the turkeys back up. Most of them looks like there's, like, well, there was only 4 out here, but now they've heard me talking, so they want to know what I'm doing, so they're coming out. But yes, thank you guys so much for spending time with us this weekend, and I hope to be back to posting more regularly. Life has just been busy. Life has been hard. It's been good, but hopefully I can catch up on everything that is going fantastic. Like, peppers are going fantastic, you know. I stopped doing garden updates in March because everything was going terrible, but we reset, and yeah, I have a big update on what happened in the garden situation and how we turned it around. So anyway, guys, thank you so much again for spending time with us. Love you guys. Bye. All right, babies, time to go in. Just a few more days in your smaller area before we've got some new solutions coming. But just so glad you're all on grass. Come on, babies. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Everybody in. Come on, baby. There you go. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. Night night. I'm gonna go check and make sure you got water and food. Hi, Meow Meow. No, you can't get in the turkey pen. She's pretty good about not getting in the turkey, so because the roosters kind of put her in her place a few times.